highlight several memorable moments throughout the past 4 years. It is nice seeing players and team members of Oakie Dome who wish them the best for future endeavors. We'd like to take time to recognize the seniors playing in tonight's contest. First of all, the listeners of Northwest. 70 Parker.
you go. Get you a piece of tape. And then cut me off a bigger piece. I want to try to... I just want enough to kind of put this down there so it'll stay there and won't move. That's good. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final ever basketball game at Oak Hill High School. The old gymnasium, last game, playing the new one next year. Starters for Oak Hill, seniors Nakia Elsess and Joe Davis. Freshman, Keisa Davis. Sophomore, Ashley Midkiff, and junior Jamie Sloan. Northwest Mohawks, Lady Mohawks are the opponent, and we're underway. Northwest control the tip. Bradshaw with the basketball. She'll bounce it down, and a shot put up in there by Stidham is no good. Rebound pulled down by Jamie Sloan. Outlet pass to Keisa Davis. Keeps it into the forward court. Pass goes over to Joe Davis out on the right side. Back out high to Keisa. Keisa will back it out and reset the offense. No score in the ball game. First drive of the game. First offensive possession. Keisa Davis with the shot and the basket on the underhanded layup. If I'm not mistaken, Keisa was the first girl to ever score a basket in Wellston and their new gymnasium. The first basketball shot ever made, official. And here she makes the first shot on the last ever game at OHHS. And now Ashley Midkiff will go to the line for 2 shots. Big ball game for us tonight, Dusty. Final game ever. You've played 4 years here. It's last game for the seniors. We got one senior up here, Allison Campbell, doing the videoing, and it's a hard night. Can you give us any of your feelings on your final game ever?
Well, it's just a tough night knowing it's going to be your last ball game, Buzzy, and In my case, I went out the loss, but was playing for the league championship, came up a little short, but it just, I guess my emotions didn't set in until after the game because I was more concentrated on the ball game. But so far, these ladies are coming out making a statement, looking at end the season,
Rebound.
final win.
Rebound pulled down by Sloan off the Stidham miss. Top of the circle, it goes to Keisa Davis. She'll back it out. Lady Oaks lead 3-0 as Ashley Midkiff split her pair. Gets it over to Jamie on the left side. Sloan will take the pass down to the corner to Keisa. Keisa will skip it over to Joe Davis for 3 off the right side. No good. Rebound, Ashley Midkiff bites it up and in off the glass. And one. Lady Oaks lead 5-0 with a shot at taking it up to a 6-0 lead at the 6:34 mark on a possible 3-point play by Ashley Midkiff. Ashley's toss is good. Lady Oaks leads 6-0.
It's hard to believe, Buzzy. She's actually only a sophomore, and we're going to get her back for 2 more years. She's an outstanding athlete.
Pass into the lane is going to be put up and in off the glass by number 13, Throckmorton. Pass down inside and a turnover. Keisa Davis. (6-2) the score. With the basketball and a traveling violation called on Throckmorton. Nope, that's number 14, Clark. Clark did not draw the starting assignment in the game at Northwest. The game won by Oak Hill, 54-49, only a 5-point ball game. Northwest, a young basketball team and a good basketball team. Nakia Elsas goes over to the right side to Joe Davis. Joe will bring it back to Sloan, left side to Keisa. Keisa will swing it back out. Nice backdoor cut by Sloan, or Joe Davis, who picks up the ball, gets it down to Midkiff, out of the corner to the rim, won't go. Ricochet taken into the forecourt on a drive, going the other way, laying the ball up and in with the left-hand runner is number 10, Katie Bradshaw. Inside Keisa Davis. Keisa brings it back out front. Ashley Midkiff controls the ball, gets it to Joe. Joe will go back to Keisa, where the Lady Oaks lead 6-4. Keisa Davis will run it back out front, reset the offense, swings around to the right side. Jamie Sloan, top of the key, just to the left of the circle, takes it down to Keisa. Keisa penetrates into the lane, fires it over across to Joe Davis, drives, lays it up, nope. Joe Davis got it back, fights it up and in off the glass. Nice play, Joe Davis.
Yeah, great play, sticking with it right there. And that just shows you if you keep playing, Buzzy, good things are going to happen for you if you're playing hard.
Pressure all over the court. Stidham bounce off to the baseline. Nice ball fake. Ball batted away. Bradshaw gets it back. Puckett will back it out now. Nope, that's Stidham with the ball. Puckett is number 21. Stidham 20. Puckett with the basketball. Spins, nice move, knocked away in there by Midkiff. Picked up by Jamie Sloan. Lady Oaks running. Keisa Davis off the baseline shot. Put up and in off the glass. The freshman, hard to believe we're going to have her for 3 more years.
Yeah, but she's an outstanding athlete also, Buzzy.
Pressure all over the floor, stolen by Joe Davis. Joe Davis gets it off the Keisa out beyond the arc. Nice bounce pass to a wide open Midkiff. Laid it in off the glass. And Northwest wants a timeout with 4:13 to go. The Lady Oaks lead 12-4. Time back in. Oak Hill. Devin Magoon has checked into the ball game. Devin Magoon has really come on of late. Big 3-point shooter. Bradshaw with the basketball. Gets it down to Throckmorton. Her shot good off the glass.
Good shot right there. Lady Mohawks hanging with us.
Jamie Sloan with the ball, swings it over to Joe Davis, lobs it down low, pass intended for Midkiff. It was picked off. Midkiff did get a shot off, and a foul is going to be called. The first foul of the ball game is against Joe Davis, against Oak Hill, first team foul. 3 minutes and 44 seconds to go, first quarter, 12-6 Lady Oaks. Stidham with the basketball, and she threw that one away. She did not throw the ball where she wanted to throw it. She didn't want to throw it where she threw it, in other words.
Yeah, it slipped off her hand.
Keisha Davis will work it up under no pressure. Works around the mid-kip pick, angles to the right side. Nice move to the baseline, foul on the floor. Foul called on Stidham. That is her second foul. Throckmorton checks out of the ball game. In her place is Katie Jordan. Ashley Midkiff inbounds to Jamie Sloan. Sloan to Devin Magoon, brings it across to Joe Davis on the left side, back to Devin. Keese at the top of the circle, swings it over to Midkiff. Out beyond the arc on the right wing. Takes it penetrate to the free throw lane, feeds it off to Magoon. Magoon to Joe Davis. Joe Davis with a bounce back to Keesa. Keesa will feed it out to Jamie Sloan. Swings it across the side to Joe. Joe has it knocked out of her hand, out of bounds. It will be Oak Hill ball. 3 minutes to play. 12-6 Lady Oaks. First quarter. Inbounds Midkiff. They swing it around the circle. Keesa Davis. Pass into Midkiff. The left-hand shot is up and no good. Rebound pulled down in there by Northwest. Puckett got it across to Stidham. Over on the left side it goes to Bradshaw, who will swing it back out front. Jordan threw it away. Ball was partially blocked by Sloan. Picked up by Keesa Davis. Keesa will fire it over to Midkiff, who will throw it up and in off the glass.
Another good pass, Buzzy. Keesa, I thought she was going to take it all the way and lost her dribble a little bit. Then had the presence of mind, turn around and gave it right to Ashley Midkiff for the layup.
Stidham with the basketball. Joe Davis fouled her. Jordan checked out of the ball game for Northwest. Stidham is trapped, gets it, Puckett was trapped, got it off to Stidham, who put the shot up and in. She got the shooter's roll on that one. Keesa Davis with the basketball, swings it over to Sloan on the left side. Jamie will work around the pick, feeds it right back to Megan Leonard. In and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Bradshaw. Bradshaw on the dribble into the forecourt, takes it to the line, to the lane. The shot is up and no good, but a whistle and a foul on Jamie Sloan. That's Jamie's first, team third. Come loose. Bradshaw for two with 1:45 to play. First one's good. (14-9) and 14-10. Hit both shots. Devin Magoon for the three. It's no good, and a traveling violation called on Bradshaw as she gathered in the rebound. Spun, I think she expected a little pressure from somebody, and it wasn't there.
Yeah, but Oaks unable to convert right there, but that was a great setup that Doug Hale had all the way up the sidelines, but Devin couldn't hit the three.
Who made that one? I missed it.
Inbounds, came right back. They threw it right back to Jamie Sloan.
Jamie Sloan with the basket on that one. I was looking at Dusty while he was going. Bradshaw almost walked. Bradshaw got it back, swings it over, ball fake, puck it into the lane, good off the glass. Keesa Davis gets it over to Devin Magoon. Over on the far side. Jamie Sloan, top of the circle. Keesa Davis. Joe Davis, wide open from 22. Good. Joe Davis. 19-12, 19-14. as bringing the ball all the way down the floor and laying it up and in was number 34, White, Faith White.
Joe Davis with the ball up top.
Devin Magoon, Megan Leonard, Jamie Sloan breaks down the lane, banked it in off the glass.
Good cut and good pass right there, and Jamie finished it. Good play.
Bradshaw all the way into the lane. Foul called on Oak Hill. Devin Magoon, I just now noticed it, Dusty, but Devin Magoon is wearing the Hammers jersey.
Yeah, I seen that earlier.
Inbounds, and let's see, they're going to call a foul on Joe Davis. The official 10 feet away didn't blow his whistle. The official all the way across the floor called the foul. How's that happen?
I don't know. That's crazy. That's Joe's third, too, in the first quarter.
Third foul on Joe Davis. Nakia Elsess is going to check in. Joe will check out.
I know 2 fouls that same referee's called on her. I don't know if he's called all 3 of them or not, but unfortunate for Joe, she's a senior, and you don't want to be out most of the game.
Shot on, and that one won't count because number 32, Adams, stepped over the line. 21-15 Oak Hill. 10 seconds is all that remains. Kiesel work one-on-one, takes it down the lane, fires it under to Nakia Elsess. The shot is no good. Out of bounds, Oak Hill with 2.1 seconds remaining. Midkiff will trigger. Looking, out high. Kisa, if it goes, no. Your score after one period of play, Oak Hill 21 and Northwest 15. Second quarter action coming up. Oak Hill basketball as we start the second quarter. The inbounds will come to Devin Magoon. Devin Magoon will work it over here to the left side, gets it down into the corner to Sloan. Sloan will come back to Magoon. Kisa Davis will back it out. They'll reset. 21-15, Oak Hill by 6. Magoon for 3 to the rim, won't go. Rebound pulled down in there by Throckmorton. Down court pass. On the dribble, laying the ball up and in. Count it. And Jordan will go to the line for a possible 3-point play and could possibly make this a 3-point ball game.
Lady Oak's a little bit lazy on defense, and Doug Hill is going to let him know about it, I'm sure, at halftime. He won't be too happy.
Devin Magoon with her first foul. Jordan sights, shoots, and hits. 21-18 Oak Hill. They opened up a 5-0 lead to begin the quarter, led by as much as 8. It's down to a 3-point ball game now. Back out front to Devin Magoon. Magoon to Kisa. Kisa on the dribble. Shovels it off in there to Midkiff. Sloan. Jamie down into Nakia. Nakia will bring it back out front to Devin. The ball's picked off. Bradshaw gets it down to Throckmorton. Throckmorton will swing it back out to the top of the circle, hands it off to Bradshaw. Bounce down inside. Shot going to be put up, partially blocked by Sloan. Rebound was pulled down in there by Midkiff, and Midkiff is fouled. Foul was called on number 22, and I don't have a 22. Or maybe 32. 32. That was Adams. Kisa with the basketball. 21-18, Oak Hill by 3. Kisa will lob it down to a nice pass underneath the Midkiff, who laid it in. Midkiff got her girl sealed off to the inside, and a steal by Magoon. Devin on the dribble, backs it out, feeds it into Elsess. Elsess will get it to Midkiff, and Midkiff is fouled. That was a nice seal off by Midkiff, who sealed the girl. She turned her body into the lane, got the girl behind her, and she just lobbed it right into her, and she laid it right in the bucket.
Yeah, great post position and great pass. Also, giving her the ball in scoring position, and she finished it.
5 team fouls on 3 out of the corner by Magoon, won't go. And Midkiff grabbed it down, gets it under to Sloan. Her shot is good off the glass. Pass into the forecourt. Jordan with the basketball. Bradshaw down into the corner, open momentarily. Shot couldn't get it off. Jordan feeds it out to Bradshaw. Bradshaw angles to the left, spins into the lane. Shot is up and good. Got the shooter's roll. (25-20), Oak Hill by 5. Just under 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Keisa Davis feeds it off to Jamie Sloan for 3. Yes, nothing but net. Jamie Sloan from just to the left of the circle. Pass into the forecourt. Throckmorton feeds it off. And that one is blocked by Sloan. But the high kick goes back out. 3-point shot is up and no good. Jordan tracked it down for the Northwest Lady Mohawks. Keisa comes up almost with a steal, ball, another steal almost, but Jordan comes out of the pack with it. Spins, goes to Bradshaw. Bradshaw down into the lane, and she's fouled by Keisa Davis from behind. That'll send her to the line for 2 shots with 5:14 to play here in the first half, and that is the first or second foul on Keisa Davis. They haven't put it up yet. I'll call it her first. First free throw's good.
I think it's her second.
28-21. It is her second foul. Megan Leonard checks into the lineup for Nakia Elsas. Bradshaw at the line, 28-21 Oak Hill. And the second shot also good, 28-22. Into the forecourt, Devin Magoon. Magoon goes over to Nakia, or rather Keisa. Keisa will swing it over to the right side. Over to Jamie Sloan, 3-pointer from the same spot. She missed that one, whistle. And I think they're going to get Magoon for going over the back. No, red 5, Jordan. They got Jordan for going over the back. That might have been a makeup call for that shot he blew down here. Jamie Sloan will be the trigger. 4:57 remaining, first half. Out high to Keisa Davis. Jamie Sloan, right side. Corner to Magoon. Magoon penetrates, and they don't call anything. Magoon goes down hard. Pass goes off. Shot put up. Bradshaw, no good. Got her own. Looking to throw it to somebody. Has the ball go out of bounds to Oak Hill. .440 to go first half. 28-22, Oak Hill. Keisa swings it over to the right side. Now starts back to the left. Down to Megan Leonard, back to Keisa. Keisa will back it out. Down into the corner. Sloan back to Keisa into the lane. Little shot up and in. Nice move, Keisa Davis.
And a steal, great steal.
Steal, Keisa for 3, yes! Off the right wing, Keisa Davis got the shot in the lane and then stole the ball. Did she steal it?
No, Devin Magoon stepped right in, stole it, and gave it right back to Keisa, and Keisa got 5 points real quick.
Keisa, just to the right of the key, hits the 3, and it's 33-22 Oak Hill. Timeout, we'll be right back. Basketball is Bradshaw. Bradshaw throws it into the forecourt. Jordan over on the left side, had it knocked away, but got it back. Bradshaw, Stidham into the lane, blocked partially by Leonard. Keisa Davis with the basketball. Keisa spins into the lane, feeds it out to Magoon for 3 off the left side. Yes, nothing but net. First 3-pointer for Devin Magoon, 36-22. Shot put up by Jordan is no good. Rebound, Keisa Davis. Keisa pushes it up the far side, angles back to the left, now down to the right of the lane. Shoveled us out to Sloan for 3. Put it in the book. Another one.
Just like that, the lead is up to 17.
39-22, and they call Jamie Sloan with her second foul of the ball game. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first half. Lady Oaks rolling, 39-22. It was a 3-point ball game at 21-18 at the beginning of this quarter. At the line, Carey Puckett missed it. Rebound Stidham, nope. Midkiff knocked it out of bounds. It'll belong to Northwest. You would think Northwest would be a little cold coming into this game. Their season's been over for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm sure they've been practicing for this game.
Out of the corner, the three-pointer went out. Down, out, and back in. Stidham out of the corner. 39-25 Oak Hill. Kisa, oh, she was sandwiched. Got it out to Devin Magoon. Magoon feeds it to Kisa. Kisa working the ball outside to Sloan, outside the arc. Down it goes to Kisa. Kisa will swing it over to Megan Leonard, tracked it down in the corner. Back out to Devin Magoon. Feeds it into Jamie, out to Midkiff. Midkiff is fouled. She'll shoot 2. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play first half. It's 39-25 Oak Hill.
Ashley's having a great first half, Buzzy, for us. She's got probably double digits points and looking to add to them there. First shot good.
40-25 Oak Hill. They lead by 15. Second shot also good. 41-25. Pressure all over the court by Oak Hill. Jordan fouled by Magoon. That's a second foul on Devon. 2:23 to go here in the second quarter. Jordan's first shot is good. She'll get the second. And the second shot also good. 41-27. Oaks quickly into the forecourt. Sloan almost traveled. Kisa Davis for 3. That's short. Nice save by Nakia Elsess, but into Northwest. Jordan on the dribble, lays it up. Nope. Rebound Jamie Sloan. Sloan will feed it over to Kisa, or Midkiff. Midkiff goes to Kisa. Kisa will bring it back out front and set it up. We're under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Nakia Elsess feeds it over to Midkiff. Midkiff comes to, goes back to Nakia. Nope. Rebound pulled down in there by Northwest. Dribbling into the forecourt is Stidham. Stidham, nope. And that one is taken in there by Northwest. And let's see. Jump ball. Alternating possession 2. Northwest. Megan Leonard checks into the ball game for Nakia. 1:37 left. Bradshaw. The runner, no good off the glass. Rebound and a jump ball. Traveling's going to be called. Midkiff and Sloan tied each other up. Gives the ball back to Northwest. Oak Hill leading by 14 with 1:27 to play. First half. Inbounds goes to Puckett out high. Puckett feeds it out. Shot put up. No good. Rebound by Nakia, or rather by Kisa. Kisa angles into the lane. The shot passes the ball off to Leonard. Ball loose on the court, picked up by Northwest. Jump ball. Alternating possession to Oak Hill. And checking back in will be Throckmorton. She comes in for Stidham. 1:07 to play, first half. Inbounds Devin Magoon. Goes right back to Jamie Sloan, who goes to Megan Leonard. Leonard throws it up, no. Midkiff tosses it up, no good. Rebound pulled down in there by Stidham. And a loose ball and out of bounds to Oak Hill, and somebody else from Oak Hill is down under the bucket. Midkiff will be the trigger. Inbounds will come right back to Midkiff. A little too high. Turnover gives it to Northwest, and we're going to get a foul called on Oak Hill. Foul called on Leonard, Megan Leonard. That's going to bring the ball to this end of the court with 54.1 seconds remaining. That's Megan's first foul. And going to the line is going to be number 14, Clark. On the double bonus. That's the 10th foul on Oak Hill. First one's good, 41-28. Clark's second toss, no good. Rebound Midkiff. Keisha Davis with the basketball. 45 seconds. Keisha will bounce it off to Elsess. Nakia looking, fires it, finds Midkiff, turnaround jumper in the lane, in and out and back in off the glass. (43-28), Oak Hill by 15. Bradshaw with a pass over on the right side. Jordan on the drive, and she lost it out of bounds. Oak Hill ball. They're going to hold it for one shot. 20 seconds to play. They lead by 15, 43-28. Keisha will back it out as she looks at the clock. Now penetrates to the lane. Takes it down the lane. Feeds it outside. Midkiffer just inside the arc. No good. And let's see. We're going to get what? A foul called on Megan Leonard. And we'll come this way for the double bonus with 1.2 seconds left. And it's going to be Clark again, shooting 2 on the double bonus. First shot, no good. And she rattled the second one home. 43-29. If it goes, oh my, she hit the front of the rim from about 55 feet away. Your score at the half. Oak Hill 43, Northwest 29. Third quarter action coming up. Second half action underway. The Lady Oaks lead by a score of 43-29. March 3rd, 2003. Final game ever to be played in this gymnasium. And Midkiff with a block shot. Stidham got it back though. Feeds it inside. Jordan's shot is up and no good. Rebound by Keisha Davis. Keisha to the lane, shovels it back out to Magoon for 3. Nope. That will go off Nakia Elsess out of bounds to Northwest. Bradshaw with the basketball for the Lady Mohawks. Fires it down into the corner, lobbed it down into the corner. Jordan. Stidham, and she double dribbled. Oak Hill ball going the other way. They lead by 14, 43-29. Opening minute of the third quarter, the final game ever to be played on this floor. Keisha fires it to Midkiff, about an 18-footer. Nope. Rebound, volleyballed around, and Megan Leonard chased it down, brings it back out to Midkiff. Devin Magoon, right side to Keisha Davis. Megan Leonard. Leonard will bounce it to Midkiff. Cross to Devin Magoon, drives into the lane. Left-hand runner off the glass is no good. Rebound pulled down by Jordan. Jordan gets it off to Bradshaw. Bradshaw into the forecourt, down underneath the bucket. Turnaround jumper, put up and in off the baseline. Shot made by, if I can get her number, that's Throckmorton, number 13. 43-31. Kisa penetrates into the lane, fires it up, nope. Outlet pass comes to Stidham. Stidham on the left side, sets for the three, nope. And the rebound taken by Midkiff. Kisa Davis into the forecourt. Kisa finds Megan Leonard a little too high for and out of bounds. Joe Davis checks back into the lineup. Nakia Elseth out. Jamie Sloan back in. Got her ankle retaped, back into the game. Joe Davis picked up her third foul early in the first half. Hadn't been back in, is in now. Stidham shot is no good, rebound Jamie Sloan. Hands it off to Davis, to Kisa Davis, and a foul's gonna be called on Jordan as she and Kisa bumped into each other down along the baseline. Joe Davis to trigger. That was Sloan to trigger into Joe Davis. Magoon in a corner. 3-second called on Kisa Davis. Northwest ball. They trail by 12, 43-21. Left side to Puckett. Puckett will look. Feeds it off. Stidham for three. Yes! Stidham from the top of the key. Makes it 43-34, a 9-point ball game. Jamie Sloan. Sloan on the dribble. Fires it over here to Kisa on the right side. Kisa will lob it down to Midkiff. Midkiff had the ball taken right off her hands. Stidham into the forecourt. Stidham will get it off. Bradshaw drives, lays up the runner, and got it. (43-36), 7-point ball game. Jamie Sloan. Midkiff to Kisa. And Kisa threw it away. Throckmorton on the dribble. Throckmorton throws it to Bradshaw. Out of bounds, Oak Hill ball. Nice play in there by Devin Magoon, who cut in front of Throckmorton and forced her to throw the ball off and threw it away.
Yeah, good hustle by Devin, and that's pretty much what everyone does nowadays, cutting from them and throws your coordination and everything off, your timing, and force the turnover.
Four and a half minutes to play in the third quarter. Oak Hill with the basketball after the turnover. Kisa Davis with the basketball. Swings it over to Sloan. Sloan will go to Devin Magoon. Just inside the arc, she hits nothing but net. Took Oak Hill almost 4 minutes to score a bucket here in the second quarter, or second half. Devin Magoon out of the corner. Shot put up, in and out, no good. Rebound Jamie Sloan. And she threw it over to Devin Magoon, and Magoon wasn't looking. The ball went out of bounds. Northwest ball. 4:02 to play, third quarter. Stidham. Ball ricochets around, taken in there by a Midkiff. Kisa Davis. Works it back, reset the offense. Joe from about 25 to the rim won't go. Should have been a step closer, it might have gone. Down court pass, Stidham wide open, drives, stops, pops, no! Rebound. Joe Davis. Davis will swing it around, takes it over to Kisa on the far side. Kisa to the top of the key, takes it to the lane, shovels it out to Sloan. Sloan holding, top of the key to Kisa, they'll reset. 3:28 to play, the Lady Oaks have scored only 2 points, and she traveled. Low, let's see. They got a foul called away from the ball And the Oaks have another player down, and who's that? Sloan, I think, went down. No, it's Joe Davis. I don't know what they called, but did you see what they called, Dusty?
Called a foul. Girl, Joe set a screen, and the girl just ran over top of her, and Joe went down pretty hard.
Second team foul. That's a fourth foul on Jordan. Back to Midkiff, turnaround jumper. Nope, Midkiff got it back. Good off the glass and one. Ashley Midkiff, they could have gotten her for going over the back on that rebound, but they didn't.
Yeah, good job by Ashley, and she did exactly what she was coached to do, probably, Buzzy. Don't bring the ball down, because if you bring it down when you're in the post, the little guards are going to get the chance to swipe it away, and she always keeps it above her head, so great job.
Ashley Midkiff at the line to complete the three-point play. 47-36 Oak Hill by 11. And 12. She got the shooter's roll. 48-36. Pressure all over the court from the Lady Oaks. Northwest beats it. Stidham stops and pops about a 10-footer. To the rim won't go. Ball volleyballs around. Midkiff down with it. Jump ball. Northwest ball on the alternating possession. Nope. Oak Hill ball. Keisha Davis. Devin Magoon on the left side. Feeds it off to Joe, or rather Sloan. Leonard, pass down inside to Midkiff, controlled it, got it back, laid it in off the glass. Nice play by Midkiff, who had to fight to get that ball.
Yeah, great hands by Ashley, able to catch the ball with a tough pass.
And almost a turnover. Stidham picked it up, pops, throws a pass over to Puckett, who missed it from out beyond the arc. That ball goes out of bounds to Oak Hill. Keisha Davis, and that one went off Megan Leonard. That one will go back to Northwest. 2 minutes, 27 seconds to go in the third quarter, 50-36 Oak Hill. They lead by 14. They've never trailed. After scoring the first 5 points of the ball game, I think it was, 5 or 6. They scored the first 6. And a traveling violation called on Jordan will give Oak Hill the ball back. Megan Leonard checks out. Nakia Elsess in. Kia on the left side. Jamie Sloan from the top of the key for a three. It's no good. Rebound pulled down in there by Stidham. Stidham on the dribble. No, that's Bradshaw. Oh, and she is fouled by Devin Magoon. Bradshaw will shoot 2. No, they say she wasn't shooting. Northwest ball out under the bucket. 1:57 remaining in the third quarter. Bradshaw almost lost it out of bounds. And she shoved off. Oh, they called a blocking foul on Keisha Davis. Coach Hale's wanting an explanation for that call. She never got close to her to be called for a block, and the girl from Northwest used her arm to shove off. Did you see that?
No,
they called a blocking foul on Devin Magoon, who was at least 2 foot away from her, and the girl from Northwest, when she spun around, used her arm to shove off, and they called the blocking foul on Devin. That was on Jamie Sloan.
Northwest's crowd got a little bit to do with it, because they're yelling about fouls, and I think the refs helped them out a little bit there.
First shot put up in there by Jordan is no good. I've been calling Clark Jordan. Second shot, good. (50-37). Keisa Davis will walk it up. Keisa asking for some help. Ashley Midkiff. Nakia Elsess. Joe Davis breaks into the lane, spins and fires, no good. Rebound Keisa Davis, and Keisa is fouled. Nice move. That is not a freshman move. Keisa came out of there, spun away with the basketball, and she calls that foul by the positioning she got on the dribble.
Yeah, she don't play like your normal freshman. She's really talented and showed right there. Nice little spin move, got her a foul.
Keisa Davis fires it over to Jamie Sloan. We're down to 1:20 to go in the third quarter. Joe Davis in the far corner brings it back out to Keisa. Keisa takes it to the top of the circle, to the line, to the lane, and has the ball knocked away. Bradshaw on the dribble drive the other way, lays it up and in off the glass. One minute to play, third quarter. A rather disappointing crowd here for the final ever basketball game at this high school gymnasium. Let's see, this one is going to belong to Oak Hill. Nope, Northwest. Northwest ball, 50 seconds to play, third quarter. 50-39, Oak Hill by 11. Pass into the forecourt, down into the lane, turnaround jumper's up and no good, whistle foul. And that's going to be Joe Davis's fifth foul, I think. They called that on Joe. That's her fourth. Fourth foul on Joe. Free throw is good. Free throw by number 32, Adams. And she hit them both. We got a 9-point ball game. And the Oaks turn it over. We could have a 6-point ball game here in just a minute if they hit a three or get a 3-point play. 38.5 seconds remaining in the ball game, in the third quarter. Into the forecourt. Pass goes over to the left side. Back it comes to Puckett. Puckett will take it to the top of the circle to Bradshaw. Bounce to Jordan. Jordan slips. Kept the ball. Top of the circle it comes. Back it goes to Jordan. Nope, that's Puckett. To Bradshaw. 10 seconds to play. Third quarter. Midkiff comes up with a steal. Gets the ball back to Elsess. Jamie Sloan from midcourt. If it goes, banked it in! Off of the glass! Oh my! Jamie Sloan from midcourt with a 1/10 of a second to go. Makes it 53-41 at the end of the third quarter. We'll be back with the final 8 minutes of basketball. Okay, we head into the final 8 minutes of basketball ever on this gym court in an official high school basketball game. Oak Hill with the ball and the lead into Keisa Davis. Keisa Davis takes it to the free throw lane, needing some help, looking, gets it out to make it Devin Magoon. Back it goes to Keisa. Oak Hill by 12, 53-41. Oaks line it up at the top of the lane, feeds it off to Sloan. Elsess down to Midkiff in the lane, turnaround jumper up. She got the shooter's roll. Midkiff. Puckett. Back out front it comes to Bradshaw. Down into the corner to Jordan. Shot is no good. Rebound, Ashley Midkiff. Outlet to Devin Magoon. Magoon angles over here to the near side, right underneath our booth. Keisa Davis. Keisa outside the arc, lobs it down under to Midkiff again. Missed it, got it back, fights it up. Nope, whistle, foul, she'll shoot 2. One thing I forgot to mention, Dusty, this is the last time ever that I will be up here in the booth. After 30 years of broadcasting from up here, this is the last game up here for me. Hard to believe.
Yeah.
I don't even, what year were you born?
79.
You weren't even born when I started broadcasting from up here. Midkiff missed the first shot. Second shot on its way, she split the pair. 55-41, 56-41. Jordan with the basketball. Bradshaw thought about the 3. Bounced down into the corner. Back out to Bradshaw, but nope, that one's going out of bounds, Stoke Hill. Don't want to forget to mention the seniors who are making their final appearance here at Oak Hill High School tonight. Andrea McNeil, Nakia Elsess, Joe Davis, and Allison Campbell, and Allie Elsess. Allison's been filming Lady Oaks basketball for 3 or 4 years. Allie's been keeping the stats, played volleyball. Jamie Sloan for 3 at the top of the circle, nothing but net. Jamie's last 2 shots have been long distance buckets for 3 points. 59-41, 18-point lead. Shot put up by, that is number 34, White, out of the corner. $59-43. Nice pass back to Nakia Elsess, and Nakia has put her first points of the ball game in her final appearance ever at Oak Hill High School. Bradshaw, high into the corner, back out. That's going to be Stidham for a 3. That's no good. Rebound by Midkiff. Midkiff fighting for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball. And the alternating possession to Northwest. Puckett checks back into the ball game for White, I think. No, Adams. Inbounds to Puckett. Out front to Bradshaw. Bradshaw on the dribble. Nobody picked her up. She laid it in. Devin Magoon feeds it off. Nakia Elsess back out to Devin. Jamie Sloan. Sloan on the dribble. Swings it over with a bounce pass to Magoon. She comes back to the top side. Back over here to Keisa. Keisa fires it over to Jamie. 4:44 to play in the ball game. Oak Hill by 18. Oaks just working the clock. A rather nice move, and a foul is going to be called. That is only going to be it'll be the 6th team on Northwest, who trails by 16 with 4:34 to play. Sloan to trigger. Brings it back out high to Keisa. Keisa on the dribble. Back out to Jamie. Magoon at the top. Devin comes back over to the right side to Sloan. Sloan with the dribble. Hands it off to Midkiff. Midkiff comes back to Nakia. Or Keisa. Sloan. Midkiff. Joe Davis. Keisa. Devin Magoon. Over to Midkiff. Joe Davis. Corner to Keisa. Top of the circle to Magoon. Midkiff fouled. That'll send Ashley to the free throw line for the 1-on-1. Unfortunately, Dusty, it looks like the final game everybody played on this floor is going to be a victory for the Oaks.
Yeah.
Boys lost here Friday night, 73-50. Midkiff missed the first shot. Rebound Northwest. Outside pass, Jordan for three. That's an air ball. Ricochet, going to be chased down by Midkiff. Nice play, Ashley Midkiff. Spins along the baseline. She's fouled. She'll shoot two this time with 3:57 to play.
Nice steal by Ashley right there, and then came at the other end. Got a foul called. She's going to step to the line for two. She's got to be close to 20 points, Buzzy. And I doubt if she's done growing yet either. Only a sophomore. I'd say she's going to grow a few more inches.
Hope so. No good. .357 to play. Oak Hill by 16. 61-45. Northwest, with the amount of points that they scored at Northwest, there's still just under 4 minutes to play in this ball game. Midkiff missed both shots. Rebound Mohawks. Into the forecourt is Bradshaw. Bradshaw will fire it down underneath the bucket. Blocked by Keisa Davis, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Mohawks. That was Clark that took that last shot. And that one is knocked away by Midkiff. Inbounds into the corner. Drive into the lane. Shot put up no good. And Stidham got it back, put it up, good off the glass. Keisa Davis will walk it across. Throckmorton with the defense. Keisa gives it off to Midkiff. Ashley will fire it over to Jamie Sloan. Sloan holding, looking. Has the ball knocked away, but she goes and gets it. Midkiff. Back to Keisa. 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the ball game. Devin Magoon, Sloan, Joe Davis. Skip pass to Keisa. Keisa will get it to Jamie. Joe Davis. Midkiff. Keisa. Keisa on the dribble to the line, to the lane. Outside to Joe Davis for three. Yes! Joe Davis with 2:48 to play. Off the right wing, 64-47, a 17-point ball game. I'm going to call it right now. Outcome not in doubt, only the final score. Northwest with a miss, Jamie Sloan with a rebound. 17-point lead with 2.5 minutes to play in the ball game. Keisa down to Joe in the corner. Brings it inside to Midkiff. Ball loose on the court, and Midkiff. I'll tell you what, you are not going to rip the ball away from Ashley Midkiff. I don't care who you are.
No.
She gets her hands on the ball, she's going to rip it away from whoever's close to her.
Yeah, she's got great strength.
Inbounds to Keisa. Back to Jamie. Joe out of the corner. Nice ball fake goes to Jamie. Jamie steps between the defense. She's fouled. She'll shoot the 1-on-1 with 2:13 to play in the ball game. Lady Oaks have struggled from the charity stripe tonight. Ashley Midkiff missed her last three. Yep, they missed again. Fortunately for Oak Hill, Joe Davis got it back. Jamie Sloan for three. Yep, she missed it. Standing there at the free throw line by herself, she missed it. But she hits the tray from just to the right of the key. It's 67-47 Oak Hill with a 20-point lead, their largest lead of the ball game. Bradshaw steps into the lane. The runner is up and no good. Rebound pulled down in there by Bradshaw. Shot is blocked. Back out to Stidham. Stidham steps between the defense, fires it up no good, but whistle on a foul. Stidham will shoot the 1 and 1. No, 2 shots. Devin Magoon with the foul. That's her fourth, as we said. You know, it would be Strange if Devon would foul out of this ball game. The one thing that the Hammer hated to do worse than anything else in the world was foul out. Every time she fouled out, whether we were 100 points ahead or 1 point behind, she cried every time she got fouled out of a ball game, and that would be awful if the last game of the season with another player wearing her number, she got fouled out. Instead of missed the first one, she'll get the second one. And that was Puckett, rather. She made the second one. Joe Davis threw it away. Bradshaw, nope. Ball tipped around. Devin Magoon picks it up. 1.5 minutes to play. Over it goes to Kisa. Kisa into the forecourt. Kisa with the dribble. Crossover down to Nakia Elsas. Shot off the baseline, no good. Saved inbounds, taken in there by Northwest. Puckett into the forecourt, throws it down under the bucket. Saved inbounds. Let's see who's got it. Oak Hill. Devin Magoon shovels it off. We're down to 1.5 minutes to play in the game. Oak Hill leads 67-48. Devin Magoon. Jamie Sloan back to Devin. Devin has the ball knocked out of bounds. Oak Hill ball. The last shot made right now has been a free throw by Stidham. The Lady Oaks, we hope, will get the last ball shot to be made on this floor. The last shot to be made by a boy in a boys game was by Josh French. So it would be great if the girls could end up making the last basket themselves too. Devin Magoon back to Kisa. 40 seconds on a moving clock. Down into the corner to Joe. Joe goes to Jamie. Back to Kisa, top of the key. Over to the right side to Magoon for three. Yes! Devin Magoon with 32.4 seconds to play. Shot off the baseline by Northwest is up and good with 23 seconds left. That one was by number 14, Clark. And a steal by Clark on the dribble drive with 13 seconds to play. She lays it in. There's only 10 seconds left, and the Oaks want to call a timeout and try to set up a last-second shot with 9.7 seconds to go. Lady Oaks want to get the last bucket of the ball game. They call a timeout. Why did they do that?
I have no idea.
Oh.
So Joe could get a round of applause.
Drive into the lane, ball knocked away, 2 seconds left. Pass outside. That's your ball game, your final score. The last game to ever be played on this floor. The Lady Oaks of Oak Hill 70, the Northwest Lady Mohawks 52. Post-game activities coming up.